Hello there viewers, Sun Service here, back with more awesome Admiral Dreadnoughts as Portugal, and we are in a situation here which I don't really know what I should do in this situation, but I think my question might have already been answered, because where is that fleet they're going? They're going towards my provinces? Question mark? I don't know. But, yeah, we are in a war against Japan that we are not really well equipped to fight for because we can't monetarily afford to send the fleet, and so we're kind of waiting for them to send their fleet over and them to start hostility, the fighting side of this hostilities. Yeah. But my overall hope is that the Japanese are stuck with those, you know, those like early ironclad type battleships that I had used in the last Japanese campaign and had went. Let's say those ships had a less than spectacular career. With only one of them living to retirement of the five I built. I think it was five I built. Yeah. And the one that survived wasn't even the more modern variant of the... well, yeah, the more modern ironclad one that I built. Okay. Interesting indeed. Small gun barrels. Okay. So, somewhat better. The cruisers made it back. Well, made it into port now, so... can I get a more exact placement of where that Japanese fleet is heading to? They're heading for the Central Atlantic. They're going to the Central Atlantic. It could mean they might be trying to take Brazil. Could mean they go for Cape Verde. I'm gonna recommission the torpedo boats. I'm just preparing for most eventualities. We may need the torpedo boats for trade protection, so if I commission them up preemptively before the Japanese can get their ships into deadly range for my transport stuff, then that's good. Like, more ships for transport escort, less transports die. The less transports die, the more more transports we have, the more transports we have, the less money we lose. Simple, really. I think it kind of helps now that some of the transports now have a chance of coming as armed merchant cruisers, so I could have that on my side as well. I'm gonna have to temporarily go down on that, which isn't good. Okay, so recommissionings are done, which is good. Now, my next plan is, well, wait for that Japanese fleet to get closer, really. Maybe I think now's the time for the new light cruisers. You know, those newfangled light cruisers that I've been talking about for the past few episodes, but they're never built. Yeah, those things. I think it might be their time to come out and play. Hey, don't pay no mind, you're under 18, won't be doing any time. Don't know what come out and play game in my head, but yeah, anyway. Yeah, I guess we don't have any repairs or stuff like that going on. Don't have refits going on, so a new light cruiser seems the smart thing to use the money for, as we needed it for God knows how long by this point. So I think front tower 4? Yeah, front tower 4. And then, or do I want to forgo front tower 4 and use superimposement? Or could I do front tower 3 and still have superimposement? We can find out now. We can do front tower 3 and still superimpose, so we still got a relatively decent tower, and I kind of like this, the semicircular bridge style. If I'm being completely honest, it's one of my favourite bridge shapes for ships. So the semicircular style. Oh, come on. Right. So we are going to be running 6-inch guns on this ship. That's in my case, no brainer. Like is the case with a whole bunch of our other ships, we are going to be running with a minimum beam. Balance rudder, there, we don't have anything there. Hydro steering. Barbette, Harvey steel, double bottom, Reinforced bulkheads we don't have. Citadel 1. Oh, we don't have reinforced 2, sorry. We have reinforced 1, and Monroe's done it that if you get reinforced bulkheads 1, when you get it, you're forcibly having reinforced bulkheads whether you like it or not. Cat ballistic, increased AP, 3, 2, 2, 1, 1 all across the deck, 2, and 3. Yep. Secondary tower wise, I think we go with the big one. Oh, hold on a second. If I go with the smaller forward tower here, I'm just thinking now, we can have that stuck. No, barbette back. Right, so put that barbette as far back as the barbette will allow to go back. Nah, I prefer the front tower free, if I'm being honest. It's a better looking tower in my opinion, but also as well it's one where we can actually, you know, have better stats as well. So we're just going to forgo having a wing turret area at the front there. That's all. That is all. Nothing more, nothing less. It's been sacrificed for the bigger tower. And anyway, I think we have more than enough guns as is. Or enough guns as is, sorry. Maybe I'll add in an X turret and make current X turret Y turret. Half an inch. Yeah. So we have 4 guns that are able to train on both sides of the ship. Consistently train on both sides of the ship. We have it's wing turrets that, oh, we haven't got the funnels in yet, so don't hold out hope. So we got wing turrets that to some angles can also shoot across as well. So that's a win for me, I guess. But yeah. So again, 4 guns that consistently train, with then others that on occasion will train, but will train to the other side, but it's not a guaranteed thing that they do. That, and I guess now as well, we sort of check up the last bits here. that there, full 21 instead of 21, 9. Honestly, I don't think this is a bad cruiser. Bit more on the bulkheads. Given our circumstances, I'm going to save the Cerberus class cruisers, and they are going to be perfect additions to the Portuguese Navy. I'm going to do I plan for 4 ships, so I'm going to lay down 4, but I don't know how far into their build program we're going to get, if I'm being completely honest with everyone. Yeah, the Japanese are assuredly going for the Central Atlantic by this point. Which gives my Timor Squadron a bit of a break. Maybe I send them out for raiding duties in the on the Japanese home waters. Like, they're not going to do any naval invasions and stuff. That it's too small a force. But maybe if I send the heavy cruiser up off Okinawa, it can maybe do some bombardments of Okinawa. Like, But it's good that we finally got those light cruisers laid down, because yeah, I was waiting for so long with those light cruisers that I think probably you were all getting bored of me saying, "Oh, light cruisers are going to be on the way." Yeah, next thing is going to be light cruisers. Light cruisers. Well, they're done now. I did them. Yes, you can congratulate me later on actually keeping my word for something. Okay, so you and Mozambique 8. We're gonna send you up there purely merchant raiding. Like I said, we can't do anything else. We're just gonna merchant raid. So how big can we build up to? 22,000 tons essentially. That'd be fun, I guess. Trying to do a decent Dreadnought on that when Dreadnought hulls become available. As I'm not spending any more money on dockyards right now, that's going to be too expensive. It's going to be too expensive sending out the fleet to go deal with the Japanese force. But I have to go do that because I have to end this war with Japan in some way, shape or form, if you get my meaning, because we picked one of the most inconvenient nations to go to war with. Like, yes, it's a good nation by the fact that they can't land invaders and stuff. Yes, but I prefer like the Byzantines or the Austro-Hungarians to be the nation that I fight that with, because I could still feasibly reach their provinces to go fight them. But not like Japan or China. Hell, even Russia would be fine, because I can theoretically reach the Black Sea. But, well, there's just a whole bunch of things. You know, I'm gonna move my ships here on the Japanese's course. And we're gonna meet them off Morocco, if all goes to plan. So we've got the Sagres class there. We've got constructions going for them. So it's probably going to be, if the fleets meet, turn after this one that they meet. And if not, then I don't know. If not, then my fleet will give chase. It's funny saying that I'll be giving chase with my fleet, but... Okay. Okay, there we go. Oh, Finland is rebelling. Yeah, it's probably going to be this turn if we do encounter them. That we encounter them. So... think prepare for fleet battle, I guess. Maybe, maybe not. Please be a battle, please be a battle, please... No. Nothing. Right. Da-da-dum, 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 da-da-dum. Come on, loading screen. Finished already. damn it. They must have slipped past us in the dark of the night. In the still of the night, it'll walk out, honey, at your door. Yeah. So they're gonna be in the A of Central Atlantic. The A of the Central in Central Atlantic. So move those guys down, my fleet down there. We're at positive a bit of money, so I'm going to send that back to research. We're actually gaining money again, eh? Okay. Oh, there's the fleet meeting I wanted. A month late because we had to go chasing them, but... What I'm going to say is we captured one of the Japanese colliers and essentially ordered them to take us to their fleet. I'm gonna have to find out some reason why the collier's crew actually agreed to. I'll leave that up to viewer imagination how we got the collier's crew to agree, because I wouldn't know how we got them to agree, because it's the Japanese. They probably wouldn't have agreed to something like that at all. Maybe we could say that we were just shadowing the collier. We never openly engaged it. Just shadowing the collier because it's like, oh, collier, we'll know where their fleet is. And it just so happens to be on our charts right at the end of the A in the central part of Central Atlantic. Yes. That works. Come on, you loading screen. Move vessels meeting. Two twin 12.3s. But we've got no time to consider what a mistake we might have just made, because we have other things to deal with, like actually fighting them. So what we have here essentially is the bulk of our forces. We have all our capital ships. We have Rue Voldora there, who is our only heavy cruiser in this theatre. The light cruiser has already decided it's had enough of the war and is sinking. Screenshot that. Torpedo boats. Mozambique 18 has also had that fought as well. They've had it with the war already. Right. Now 21 and 18 are low on fuel, so we're essentially going to have them follow behind the light cruiser, and I think to some extent we're all low on fuel. I'm going to go down to 7.6 knots. And then we're at cruise speed ready. Yeah, it's one of those old ironclad like ships that I was talking about. Now, if it helps, our most advanced of our ships is at the back of the formation. As is pretty much typical. Torpedo boats, if you're low on fuel, actually, I'm going to have you just leave. Ah. Cruiser Tamar. Now, if it's anything like the Tamar from my campaign, she's going to die instantly. Oh, they fitted her with 7.2-inch guns. Oh. Oh god, oh god then, if they have done what I thought they've done and got 7-inch guns on their light cruisers, I'm already aware what happened last time. I had encounters with light cruisers that had 7-inch guns. That was the previous the Japanese campaign I did before starting this one as Portugal. Okay, Manuel 2. We're not the only ones who's low on fuel. Looking at the Japanese ships right now. Yep, everything focus on the Tamar, please, if you can. It's an armoured cruiser with a similar crew capacity to the battleships. Okay, the Tamar has taken the first brunt of damage from our ships. And we've just taken out Tamar's captain. Tamar is still the flagship of that formation. Okay, I want you to go for the Artua. Seven and a half knots, I guess. Eight seven, that's your exact cruise speed. Okay, I'm going to turn on avoid torpedoes just in case they get into torpedo range. As torpedoes are deadly in any era, but especially so in this era, if they hit. Right, there's just one more to cripple, that's the Yodo. now doing something. But yeah, this is our first battle of the campaign. First battle of the campaign, and I think, all things considered, it's going well. Right, the Tamar is sinking, which is good. So that is our first official kill of the campaign, the Japanese cruiser Tamar. So a few more ships to go. Ottawa has gone down. We've dealt the first hits against their battleships, but okay, I think it's time to bring up speed. Right, yeah, Musashi is taking a bit of a beating. Secondaries still go there, but main guns start going down the line. Right, the Udo. If we can have you go down, then that'd be awesome. Slow the speed a bit. Move on to the Katori. Keep the speed. Yeah, bring the speed back up. Let's keep speed up. let's have everything focus on the Yoda. Let's completely sink the Yoda, and then I think probably run. Yeah. Disengage while sinking, hopefully sinking the Yoda. On set disengage. Alright, Musashi's getting back in line behind the Japanese battle formation. The Yoda has finally gone down, so this is our time to leave. For all of us, it's our time to leave the battle. And then we'll go from there. Leave the battle, regroup. Regroup and come back for a second round, I guess. Hold fire, hold fire. We're not going to hit this range anymore. We're leaving. So yeah, my plan is get out, then wait for our colliers to hopefully fill us up with fuel. Then fight. We'll fight again. Somewhere different. End battle. So it's an overall victory, which is good. It's a classed as victory, and it's an actual victory. Which I like very much so. I'm going to say you guys are done with your merchant raiding. Return to port. Bit more money into crew training, I guess. Yeah, and the two forces will recommence fighting the next turn like I wanted. So, what is the overall plan? The overall plan is hopefully we're able to take Okinawa. Hopefully it's something that comes up in a peace offer. If it isn't, then oh well, I guess, but one can have dreams of their ultimate goal in this war. Whilst waiting out, we'll remember something I did earlier, which needs these headphones on because they only. Oh, the French have just made it impenetrable. Okay. Right. My own handiwork reviewed, just in time, I guess. So now we have a couple of things to do here, I guess, with the newest in battleship technology on our side, anyway, in the lead. Smokes to the east. So yeah, we, like last time, were coming from the west. .5 knots, that will be cruise speed for most of this fleet, and so we can then actually And the secondaries can go fight him, I guess. Make turns, make turns. Turn over to port. He's crippled. Yep, the torpedo boat is going down, which is exactly what I wanted. Got a good penetration flooding on the Misage. Overpen and another flood. Not like cruiser, get out of here. You already know what happens to light cruisers that get caught up in these fleet engagements. Just look at the Japanese cruisers from the previous battle. I don't want my cruisers getting caught up like they did, so my cruisers are going to keep safety distance. Well, my light cruiser is going to keep safety distance. Going want to leave your friends behind. Sit the don't tell, sit the don't tell, no friends of mine. Say. Nashi just flash fired from secondary gun hits? Yeah, it's Nashi flashed before we, just as we swapped our main guns over, so she wouldn't have been able to have been engaged by our main guns quick enough for our main guns to have done that flash firing. But our 10-inch guns are destroyed. I think Nashi's crippled enough we could leave her to sink. I'll leave her alive for now. Now we're gonna proper kill her off. It's the best way to make sure ships no longer cause you problems. Fully kill them off. Even if you know they're essentially crippled because you blew up their entire main battery of guns. Ammo debts took out the 10-inch high explosive on. Oh, no. You've gone up like your sister. Is this another case of disengage now while we have the advantage? Potentially. yeah, we're going to disengage while we have the advantage. Well, we have the advantage in ship kills and stuff. It's probably not the thing that you viewers want to hear, but... Or, well, we can focus down the Musashi, I guess. Just because we already crippled her. Depart. You guys have already made your departures. Okay, so Musashi cleared out the flooding in the forwardmost compartment. Currently Churio is in the lead of their fleet. Then let's turn, so all three turrets are in arc. In arc of fire. That's with the main ship here. Musashi is going to get focused down and killed off quicker than the character that horror movie people make just to be killed off at the very start of the movie. Come on, Musashi. You know you want to die. The ship's crippled. Engines and rudder have been knocked out. They're flooding. They've got superior battleships firing at them. Yeah, they're gonna probably sink. Hopefully sink anyway. I plan to take out the Musashi before we end the battle. So, yeah, we're going to take out the Musashi before we end the battle. Yeah, you're running. potentially somewhat of a cool. Look on the side of the ship, the sort of like blacked out hull bits there. Just cool. Right. Misashi's already been mission killed, but mission killed is not enough. Actual killed is. And there it is. Right, we're going to disengage with my entire fleet now. Disengage proper. Which means hold fire. Hold fire. Yeah, the other ships I don't need to set to hold fire. Ricocheted another shell off. That's good. Yep, time to end the battle. With another crushing defeat for the Imperial Japanese Navy. Another win for us. And I think this next turn might be the end for that IGN formation. But yeah, over the course of 3 months of cat and mouse, we have sunk most of that Japanese force, and this is going to be the last month of that cat and mouse game because we're not letting them get away this time. To battle. To battle, glory and death. Glory and death. Spartans will never surrender. We're not Spartans, but just wanted to quote a song, that was all. I picked up the wrong one. Great. Yeah, just this one back. Okay. Okay. So, I'm already going to order my cruisers and torpedo boats out because you're all going to complain of low fuel. And complaints of low fuel is going to be something I don't want to deal with. So, I'm just going to have the battleships. so it's spotted to the east. That's yeah. Okay. So while I was downstairs, we've encountered them now, and we've already crippled their lead ship. No, Kotori. Oh, one of my battleships is actually complaining of low fuel now. Fun. See one of the original ones. Right, the Kotori. Guessing you're next in line. in range of the 5s now. Ooh. That's a bad set of hits. Now, this is the only battleship left, as Kotori is now sinking. And then once that one's sunk, that's the entire Japanese formation sent to the bottom. But once this battleship sinks, this entire fleet can go home. Go home, go be free from war duties for now. The crews can all go to shore leave, the ones who haven't been killed. And then, yeah. We'll also be finally dropping off any POWs that we've taken from rescuing the survivors of these sunken Japanese ships. But I also kind of prefer the way we did it there of slowly whistle down the fleet instead of just one massive engagement that killed everything. Just from a pure content creation side of things, it gives more content. Gives more content that way. The way I did it. So you're going to be a couple times till you get home. Okay, so peace has been signed, which is good. We can't take any of the provinces that they have available, so we are just going to take the money and roll with it. take the money and run or whatever. Year, then class. There we go. You know, I'll sort it out once the loading screen for this turn's done. Okay. There we go. No, we don't need an alliancement anymore with anyone right now. We are all okay, I guess. Limited fleet, everyone. I guess I can spend the one turn. Righto. There. 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 Yep. Yep. Transport capacity back to where it was, so that to there. We're back to our very meagre GDP growth stuff. Our 4 new light cruisers are going to be out in 3 turns, which is good. So I think we're going to celebrate the defeat of a larger, much more quote-unquote powerful foe with the introduction of a new 21,000 ton battleship. All in favour? Yeah, let's get our usual minimum beam thing. Saying 21,000 tons. Do I just for giggles see if I can actually fit this on the ship? I can. 12-inch. Like, the guns are hilariously small fitting like that, but I can do it. I can do it, I can do it, I can do it, I guess. Nah, I could, but it's inconvenient too, so it's one of those, just because you can do it doesn't mean you should do it situations. So now, do I want to keep a 6-inch gun? Yeah, I'm gonna roll with 6-inch guns on this glorious ship. So an 18-knot design, or preferably 18-knot design, on a triple funnel setup like this. Good, we've got like our crane system in place. We've got nope, yeah, there are some sneaky little 2-inch placement areas, I guess. Then a couple sneaky little 3.1s. Actually, next to the tower there as well. The actual tower itself moved in by one. This is a very delicate process. It requires precision and accuracy. That I didn't use. Yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy with that gun layout. And again, this is our celebration of defeating the horrid Japanese. Double bottom, Citadel 2. Oh, no, white powder. White powder propellant. So 75%. Apply. So our setup for 6-inch fire we need against our mains we need how much? We're still in an era where deck penetration isn't really an issue, so... And then the superstructure is splinter-proofed, and that's about it. And about 4 inches in a deck of an inch. Yeah, the 2-inch doesn't need any casement armor. Okay, so compared to let's keep the 17 knots of the other ships, shall we? Yeah. Still. No. Go to a twin funnel layout. Take out the 2-inch guns. 6-inch 45s. Okay, maybe the underwater torpedoes is a no-go. And just a 5 on the extendeds there. Yep. Now, what's Portuguese for victory? Google Translate. English to Portuguese. I-C-T-R-O-Y. T-O-R-Y. So this is what, according to Google Translate, victory is in Portuguese. So according to Google Translate, that's the name of our ship. A brand new, essentially 21,000 ton ship. And then we have to suspend you because we don't actually have 21,000 tons of dockyard capacity free right now. I'm going to end the episode here. Yeah, I am. Hope you enjoyed. Hope to see you all again. Silent service going silent.